Have you figured out your niche? Are you helping adding value to other people's lives? Then you're in the right place. Welcome to Munira's Musings with your host, co-author of Conversations with Top Real Estate Investors Volume 3, Munira Zahabi.
Greetings from Chicagoland. Welcome to another episode of Munira's Musings with my guest, Samantha Riley, all the way from Australia, Sydney, Australia. Hi, Samantha. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Oh, thank you, Munira. Thanks for having me. I love your determination to get this happening today.
Thank you. Samantha takes experts and takes them to a second level. Now, I want to learn about how experts can be taken to the next level. So we'll hear from her in just a second. But before we do that, I want to tell you a little bit about who I am and what this show is about. So I am Munira Zahabi. I live in Chicago and I am the niche navigator. I help coaches and businesspreneurs find their niche, which is the cornerstone and foundation of their business. Munira's Musings came about by few extraordinary people doing extraordinary things and changing people's lives. And I took it upon myself to finding these people, experts in their field, and exposing them and promoting them on my show. So thank you so much for being here, Samantha.
Such a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. I know it's early in Sydney, Australia, and I'm sorry about the time zones, but tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I help, like you said, I work with experts. So when I say expert, these are people that have been working in whatever their vocation is or their career is for a while. So at least 10 years, some of the people I work with, 20, 30 years, even 40 years. And I help them to extract that expertise because like you say, a niche is very important. But when we can pull that out and extract that IP or that intellectual property and tease that out and get it down into paper so that people have got a unique methodology, because I'm sure, working with people and helping them to unpack their niche, you understand that it's their expertise mixed with their passions, mixed with their specific talents. So what I help people do is to unpack that IP and be so that they can be seen and heard as influential thought leaders and really stand above the pack of the other people that are so-called doing what they do. So what I did was start to think about what it is that I wanted in my life. So, I wanted to be traveling. I wanted to be spending more time with family and friends. I didn't necessarily want to be linked or hooked or chained to my business anymore. I wanted something that gave me freedom. So what I did was unpack my expertise that I had from all of that time in business and use that to create a new business, which was coaching business owners. And through my journey of creating this life that I wanted and a business that fit like a glove, and the discovery that I could now not work in a one-to-one model with my clients, but share my message and my expertise in a one-to-many model, I now use everything that I learned back then to help my clients do the same thing. So it really is about not just helping experts to go to the next level, but really getting clear on what it is that you want your life to look like. Because a lot of the people that I work with are coming into like what I call their second career. They've got to a point where they're like, I know there's more. I'm here for more. I've worked hard for, this portion of my life. And now I'm here to really make a difference.
Is there an age group that you work with?
Look, generally, most of the people that I work with are between 45 and 60 because they're people that really do have an expertise. They're people that are really, really good at what they do, and they're ready to go into that next phase of their life. That doesn't mean that I only work with people at that age. That's just the people that are attracted to working with me. And they're the people that I love to work with because, and you probably see this too, Munira, people that are really, really amazing at what they do. When I say, we've got to unpack this expertise, they say, I'm not an expert. because they get to a point where they know so much that they realize that there's so much that they don't know. And as soon as someone says, oh, I'm not an expert, that's when I realize that they're the people that I love to work with, because I love to unpack all of that stuff that they know, because they don't realize how much they know.
So in essence, you're like an inventory specialist.
Inventory specialist. I actually say I help people unlock their genius.
I have so much packed in, and when I work with my clients, I also do have them take inventory of their skills. That will say, I am not an expert. It's amazing how much they can transfer if you were to download their brain.
Most people have got this stuff in their head that's like, you know, a big bowl of spaghetti, and it's about like teasing that out so that they can see it and make sense of it, you know, and then they look at it, you know, after we've worked together and go, oh my goodness, that makes so much sense. I could write content like this for 20 years. So
yeah, that concept fits, like you said, in your words, like a glove.
Yeah, I love that. Taking inventory. That's fantastic. That's
Okay.
why you're the niche navigator.
Thank you. People come to a point in their life where they feel like it's the same rut all over again.
Totally.
And I am not doing anything new. But what about the old stuff, right? Give us a few tips on how anybody who wants to work with you, or anybody who is thinking of, okay, I'm not an expert. How do you change that mentality, or give us a few tips?
Yeah. Okay. So there's three main areas that I work on to help people turn their expertise in, and to be seen and heard as an influential thought leader. And the first is positioning. So that's where you position yourself in the marketplace. And in that, the first piece is getting clear on your niche and getting clear on your message. That is the most important thing, because if you don't double down and get very clear on what that niche and message is, you're unable to position yourself in a very unique way. So getting the way that I do that, which is probably similar to the way you do it, is getting clear on what is the expertise. So what is it that the logical part, whatever your training is, the part that you've done in your job, whatever your degree is, those kinds of things. So getting clear on the expertise. The second piece is getting clear on your talents. So that might be things that are in your business or in your work, or it might be things in your personal life, because we all have different talents, so that we use our expertise in different ways. And the third is getting clear on your passions, what makes you really excited. And when you bring those three things together, that's when you can get really clear on not just your niche, but also what your personal message is. And your message is the absolute cut through for being positioned as a thought leader. So that's the first piece. The second piece on positioning is getting your content game strong. We're in a world where we need to be producing content all the time, but not just any content, which is where people get really confused. We need to get clear on what that content is and how it relates back to your niche and your message. So making sure you've got focused content coming out at all times. And the third piece of being positioned in a high way is media opportunities. So how are you being portrayed in the world? Are you featured on podcasts or interviews like this? Are you being published in publications or in the news? Those kinds of things. So that all forms the first part, which is positioning. The second part is building your profile, because if you don't have an audience, you can't sell. And it's fine to be a thought leader, but we still need to be making money. So whether it's in your job or whether it's in your business and earning money and getting clients. So the first piece of that is getting clear on your program. So rather than thinking about what you sell as a one-off product, it's about putting everything together to create a program. The second piece is being a published author. So the word authority has the word author in it, and I think that's a really it's like a magnifying glass to realize that when we can publish our unique methodologies and thoughts, then we're automatically positioning ourselves as the top of our field. And the third part of building our profile is to build the audience, and that's being done through all the things that we've already spoken about. And then the third major piece is leverage. So without leverage, you're unable to share your message in a big way. You're unable to grow your business in a big way. So, and this piece is the piece that's going to give you the freedom to not be tied to your business. And in leverage, partnerships is a really important piece. So how can you tap into other people's networks or come together and collaborate with other people to get your message out in a bigger way and to do bigger things? So partnerships is first. The second one is systems. A lot of entrepreneurs don't like using systems because they say, oh, but I want to work where I want, when I want. But it's the systems that actually give you the ability to have the freedom to be able to do what you want when you want. So getting very clear on the systems in your business. And the third piece is bringing on a team. And I'm really big on team because I don't know who I originally heard this saying from, but there's a quote that if you can walk a mountain on your own, it's not a very big mountain. So it's like, you know, how big do you want to be? How tall, you know, do you want to go to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, or do you want to just walk over the hill, just, you know, out the door? And if you want to go and, you know, Mount Everest or wherever you want to go, you need to have a team to get there. So who are those people that you need to have by your side to be able to take your business to where it is that you want to go? So getting clear on positioning, profile, and leverage is the three main parts of building out your thought leader business.
Wonderful. That is awesome advice, right? And you very well said. Thank you so much. Talking about your niche and taking the next step, if there's an expert out there, do they always turn into a coach?
No, they don't. But I think it's a really, really great way to leverage your message so that you can have freedom. So I help people build what I call freedom businesses, because when you're an expert, so like an accountant, let's take an accountant, for example, he's seeing, or she is seeing, their clients across a desk one-on-one, whether it's, you know, across a desk or a Zoom, whatever. They're generally dealing with their clients one-on-one. But when you're really, really good at what you do, you start to notice that you repeat the same things over and over and over. So how can you get that message that you repeat to, you know, all your clients one by one by one by one? And how can you get that and package it up in a way that you can deliver it once and have lots of people hear it? So you only need to say it once and you never need to say it again. For an accountant, it might be putting together a training for your clients to help them prepare for tax season. So you believe that coaching is the way of leveraging that message and giving you freedom back in your business.
That's great. So do you help them create the content, or do they make their own content and then you help them package it?
So I help them to pull the IP out of their head, help them to get clear on their niche, their message, and what their program could look like. So we use a framework that they then put their expertise and their IP into so that they can pull it out and create something that's so unique to them. I think that if you're getting to a point in your life where you do have an expertise, you have been doing something for a long time, and you are thinking, I know that there's more. I want to be, you know, making a bigger impact. I want to be leaving a legacy. Really start to think about how you can unpack that expertise and share it in a way, and really use the power of leverage to create more freedom, so that not only is your message getting to more people, but so that you're able to spend more time doing the things that you love. You regret that maybe they didn't spend time with their family, or, you know, they didn't do the things that they loved. So combine those two things, get that expertise and leverage it and get it out, and really create a life that you love.
How do people contact you?
You can find me at samanthariley.global. There's a free download there, right there on the front page, with some different ways that you can leverage that expertise. There's a download called the Freedom Business Matrix that's got 9 strategies that you can implement straight away into your business to start leveraging this message in a different way. samanthariley.global.
Thank you so much, people, for watching. If you're here with us, we appreciate it. You don't have to be a 45-year or plus or trying to pull out the knowledge that you have. If you've got ideas, you can download them onto a paper. Like she said, get the free strategy paperwork from her website and work on that, because you know what? You want your business, your life to be free of freedom, where you can help others with your expertise, but also live a life of freedom. So I appreciate Samantha. Thank you so much. I am honored and humbled that you are here. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Have a good day.